One of the easiest ways to make your artist project feel amateur is when the music says one thing, puts off a whole separate vibe, and then the visuals, your just everything else to do with your brand, it feels like a completely different vibe. Your aesthetic should not begin with what style looks cool, what's the trend. It should begin with what does the music feel like? Like the music I'm trying to make, what is the vibe, the feeling you get from that music? And then you go into asking yourself, what would that feeling look like if it became a world? So before choosing colors, what style clothes you're going to wear, you needed to be able to describe it, describe your experience. And by experience, I mean the emotional experience of your music. For me, I do this two different ways. One, I walk around the room and play my music and just let it be the background and see what comes about. I'm not looking at my screen or nothing. I'm just pacing around, listening to the music, maybe putting laundry away, whatever. And then the other one is headphones on, completely dark room, and closing your eyes. But if it's already dark, then you can keep your eyes open and just see what happens when you are just fully immersed, sound, everything in your music. What are you feeling? And you want to be able to get it down to about 3 or 5 words, and don't pick genres. We're not doing that. We're doing feelings. So is your music intimate? Is it defiant? Is it unsettling? Is it nostalgic? Is it playful? Is it upbeat, high energy? Like whatever it is, that's up to you to determine. There's so many words you could use, but you need to figure out and get it down to about 3 or 5 words. And these are going to be your bridge between your audio and visual direction. So the music's the main thing. We need this to connect. And those are going to be your feelings that you get from your music, those 3 to 5 words. And that's how we're going to start to plan your visual side of your brand. So now that you know the emotion your music is evoking and making people feel, you need to describe what that means visually now. Again, I'm not good at this type of stuff. AI helped me a lot when building out my other brands, building this brand, and just anything that I'm not good at. You need to use modern tools because there's no excuse anymore. If you don't know how to do something, you can learn it within a day. You could learn enough to get going and get started. And as you're working on the thing, you start to get your preferences and start to navigate and start to choose what you want, building up your unique brand in the process. And now you have a new skill set. For example, intimate might mean your videos are more close up. They're softer lighting. They're more living spaces, more cozy, right? Or if you have the complete opposite, defiant music, then you need a much harder contrast, stronger posture, maybe more negative space in the shots. Maybe you're in urban areas, downtown, streets, whatever that is to you, okay? Define that and be able to make sure the sound and the visuals line up and we're going in one direction. When you're able to do all that, you can see the list of things. All of these, your profile photo, your release promos, your website, your thumbnails, if you're a singer and you're performing or a DJ and performing, all those are coming together into your one direction of your visual emotional feel that you're building around your brand. So now we need to balance things out. Everything in life is always about balance, and that why would a brand building artistry be any different? You don't want to be too similar, too much of the same, because then that's going to get boring and old quick. I'm sure you have some examples of people that would be in your feed for the same thing over and over again, and you don't even care what they do anymore because you're so annoyed that they did the same thing over and over again that it's burnt out. Then on the flip opposite, you don't want to be too random because then that's probably where you're at. That's where I was at. A lot of my older brands that I was trying to build, I was so random that I didn't have an identity and no one wanted to stay because there was nothing to stay and connect with. It was just random nonsense. If I went in their feed, I went in their feed. If I didn't, they didn't care about me. They forgot about me. So you need to find that balance in the middle, and that is doing the same thing, but also experimenting, creating new things while still having your core identity. If you watch your other videos, I talk about having your core identity, then there's eras, and you could start to blend in trends to that and help build your audience that way by collecting some people from trends, but in a way that makes sense, that they will get your core identity and not just be like, oh, I liked them for this trend because the trend was cool. I don't even like anything else they do. So when you're going through this exercise, don't be afraid to overdevelop things and have more than enough your first go through, because we're just trying to collect things, right? We're trying to get everything that we think put together. And again, AI can help you with this. If you do your brain dumps, be like, okay, here's everything. This is what I like. This is what I'm doing. This is the music I've made. This is the music I want to make. These are what I'm into. This is how I dress. This is my favorite color, this and that. Dump all that in and be like, okay, here's my music. This is the emotional 3 to 5 words that my music evokes in someone and makes someone feel. With all my brain dump, where's the dots? What's the common theme? What is me? And then you'll be able to go forward with that in a much clear direction. Your second go through, because now you're targeted when you go through the exercise again. And this is the exact same process that we do in Build Your Artist World. So if you need some guidance, you want a PDF that walks you through the steps, helps you create prompts so AI could help you gather your thoughts, keep you targeted, and end up building a one-page guideline for you and for AI to build off of. So when you're trying to brainstorm, it has your identity to check against. But also when you're collaborating with people, brands, and things, they also know what your identity and what you are, what your brand is, and they will know if it's a match or not. So having that one pager is huge, not only for you not to drift, for AI not to drift if you're brainstorming with it, and collaborators and brands to be like, do we line up with them? Do we want to partner? Yes or no? And that way you could say true to you and keep things going. So if you want to check that out, link down below, or go to our website, check out our other resources. We do have some free guidance and as well as a free GPT. So if you're not ready to take that next step and start actually designing your artist world, I would start with that and get your artist Bible created so you have your true North Star first, and then we could expand the world off of that. So if this helped you out, hit that subscribe button, give that thumbs up. We're just getting started over here. Everything I learn while building this brand and my music brands, as I learn, I'm going to put it in a format and try to teach it back out, because I want to help people who make good music be able to share it with the world. But also for me, selfishly, I believe in learn, do, and teach. So if I'm learning something and doing something and it's valuable, I'm going to teach it. And then by me teaching it and putting it in simplest way possible, it helps me learn better, and then I could do and teach and keep that cycle going. So our goal here is to help artists come independent truly, have all the tools and everything they need to do so they could create and build a business from that, whatever that looks like, and be able to live off their creations. So get to work. It's a long marathon. It's not a sprint. Keep moving your feet, keep taking steps forward, and make the right steps. A really good small step is going to be way better than a giant wrong step. So take things slow, just do them right, put some thought, do some processing. Sometimes AI will help you spiral out of control because it asks random follow-up questions. You need to use AI in a very targeted, specific way. You are the director of this project. Don't let AI hijack it. Give it clear prompts, clear direction, clear brainstorming, and you'll get much better results. And you won't have to spend so much money trying to hire people and hoping someone discovers you, because now you have all the power in your hand to bring your creation and your project, your brand to life. So I'm excited to see what you build. If you are already on your path, you're making music and starting to build your brand, comment down below. Check out other people's brands, music, and help each other grow because there's enough out there for everyone to find their people. No one needs 8 billion fans. Okay. All just need our super fans, and you could build that into a full sustainable business and be able to do music full time. So get to work, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.